There's a flaw built into most modern homes, and it only shows up when the power goes out.
When the grid fails, comfort disappears faster than anyone expects.
And within hours, a code-compliant house can become dangerous.
Not because people forgot insulation, but because we forgot something else.
In Iceland, families lived in turf houses, earth, stone, grass, through brutal winters.
No electricity, no modern systems, yet they stayed livable for days.
It wasn't nostalgia. It was physics.
And once you understand why, modern construction starts to look, incomplete.
Modern building focuses on insulation ratings, but ignores thermal mass.
Air holds almost no heat, so warming air alone doesn't last.
Thermal mass stores heat like a battery.
In a turf house, the fire charges the walls and roof.
Then those surfaces release warmth for hours, even days. Modern houses are the opposite. Once heating stops, there's no reserve.
Because the building itself doesn't store heat.
Insulation delays heat loss. Mass prevents rapid change.
That stability is what keeps people alive in extreme cold.
On paper, modern walls look efficient.
But resilience isn't measured on a spec sheet.
And the roof is where the truth shows up fast.
Heat rises. Modern roofs are thin, so warmth escapes upward.
You can see it in winter, patchy melt from heat bleeding out.
Turf roofs were heavy, soil and living grass.
That mass absorbs rising heat and radiates it back down. It's like thermal mass above your head, exactly where you need it.
And in summer, that living layer keeps the house cooler.
The roots also seal gaps, blocking wind and water, while still letting moisture vapor escape. Now look at modern homes. Glass everywhere.
It looks expensive, but it's a thermal disaster.
Even the best windows lose heat far faster than insulated walls.
Turf houses used tiny windows, deep inside thick walls.
At night, they shuttered openings to trap heat. That depth blocks wind and reduces heat loss.
When you replace walls with glass, you trade survival for aesthetics.
Modern codes chase airtightness with membranes and sealants. But complexity creates hundreds of failure points.
Add up tiny gaps, and it's like leaving a window open all day.
Older homes got airtightness through mass and simplicity.
Blocks fit tight, and gaps were filled with peat or moss.
Then there's moisture, where modern walls fail quietly.
Sealed systems work until moisture gets inside.
Then it condenses, and rot begins.
Peat walls breathe, absorbing moisture, then releasing it.
They can get wet and dry without damage.
That keeps indoor humidity stable without machines.
Modern heating warms air, and air doesn't store heat.
So you get hot ceilings and cold floors.
The system runs constantly, and the moment it stops, warmth disappears.
Turf houses used radiant heat warming surfaces directly.
Radiant heat feels warm even when air temperature is lower.
That's why a resilient home can stay safe with less energy.
So the turbine weren't there. So why did we abandon methods that worked for centuries?
Because speed became the priority.
Factory materials scaled. Local earth building didn't.
You could teach framing in weeks and build neighborhoods fast.
Traditional building required time, knowledge, and patience. So the knowledge vanished within a generation.
Cheap energy changed everything.
Homes that need constant power create permanent customers.
Big windows became a selling point.
And we built houses that only work when systems never fail. But you can still build for resilience today.
First, add thermal mass, materials that store heat. For new builds, think thick systems like ICF, earth, stone, or brick. For existing homes, add mass where you can. Hearths, tile, masonry.
It smooths temperature swings and keeps warmth longer.
Second, fix air leaks for real, not just cosmetic sealing.
Use blower door testing and infrared to find the big problems.
Seal the big holes first. That's where the heat actually escapes.
Third, rethink windows. Smaller windows placed smart keep heat in. Shutters and heavy shades act like movable insulation.
It's the same principle old builders used. Close openings at night.
Fourth, use radiant heat when possible.
Radiant heat charges mass, so comfort lasts longer.
Because warm surfaces keep working even after the system stops.
A small stove can keep livable temperatures when everything else fails.
A small stove can keep livable temperatures when everything else fails.
And it works best when your home has mass to store that heat.
The builders of the past weren't primitive. They learned what worked, then refined it for generations.
Modern industry optimized for speed, not long-term survival.
And energy dependence became the default business model.
But the knowledge still exists in old buildings and modern science.
The real question is whether we choose resilience over convenience.
Because when systems fail, design is what saves you. The science didn't change. We just forgot how to use it.
If this changes how you think about your home, subscribe.
We're bringing back practical wisdom because real resilience threatens the replacement economy.